I, H, A, B, E, I have, A, C, C, E, P, T, E, D, I have accepted, M, Y, my, A, U, T, I, S, M, I have accepted my autism, B, U, but, I, T, it, but it, S, U, C, K, but it sucks.
Yeah.
I have accepted my autism, but it sucks.
Nicholas is our firstborn. He has autism. He was diagnosed at 15 months, so we knew kind of early that he was autistic. I used to spend many nights sleepless, worrying what was going to happen to him when I'm gone. He also wants to do things very much that a typical 17-year-old wants to do, but he can't because of his limitations. He's high functioning in his mind, but his everyday life and the way his body interprets that, they're not always in sync.
I, S, O, M, E, T, I, N, E, S, I sometimes, D, O, N, don't, I sometimes don't, H, A, U, have, I don't have, A, L, O, I don't have a lot, O, F, of, C, O, N, T, R, O, L, I don't have a lot of control, O, of, N, my, D, O, D, Y. I don't have a lot of control of my body.
He has to stim sometimes to calm his body down. Sometimes he needs to try to get that brain and body connected so it's working together. In the very beginning, when he was younger, it really was a challenge of us kind of chasing our tail in the autism world, trying to find every service, trying to fix him, trying to cure him, trying to change him. Picture being locked inside something, not being able to speak, not being able to tell your wants and needs, to have your food made for you, to have your food ordered for you in a restaurant, to have someone tell you when you're going to bed, when you're eating, what you're wearing, where you're going, must be terrible. True picture is when you're nonverbal, you really are at a disadvantage for people to give you respect and dignity. They kind of talk about you instead of to you. And that's a big pet peeve of Nicholas's. He's told me, I don't like when people talk about me like I'm not there.
You always think you're doing so much for this special needs child. Does the child appreciate? Does he know what we're doing? Does he, is there anybody in there, so to speak? And that he's able to not express his feelings, but to see that there's a real intelligence behind it. It's something that was incredible.
And now that he's learned to communicate through RPM, rapid prompting method, and he communicates on a spell board, his whole life has changed and our whole family's life has changed. He feels respected. He feels like he has more dignity. He finally feels like people know that he's smart because he's been able to show that.
When Nick went to Soma and after he learned RPM, things got a lot easier because he got to tell us what he wanted.
I've learned a lot about RPM and autism through Nick's journey too. I know that I learned that he wants, if you told him to do something but he did something different, he wants to do what you told him to do, but his brain tells him to do the other thing. So that I know, so it's hard.
We didn't know if he was hurting, if he was sick, or it was a lot of guesswork, a lot of trial and error. But now, I think the frustration, I mean, picture yourself, if you couldn't communicate, you know, your simplest thoughts, and people were guessing around you, sometimes you'd say, listen, get out of here, you're bothering me, you know? So I think that's a tremendous step.
I, W, A, N, T, I want. T, 2, I want to. E, I want to be. P, A, R, T, I want to be part. O, F, of, I want to be part of. N, O, R, N, A, L, I want to be part of normal. S, O, C, I, E, T, Y, I want to be part of normal society. A, N, and W, O, R, K, and work. A, N, C, and L, I, V, E, and live. I, N, D, E, P, E, N, D, E, N, T, L. I'm gonna work and live independently.
And that's kind of my message to the world. Nick can do a lot if you give him a chance. Don't focus on what he can't do. Let's focus on what he can do. Nicholas has 2 jobs that he goes to twice a week, and he's learning the skills to be a chef. Doc's is a seafood restaurant here on Staten Island. My friend Kim owns it, and I approached her and asked her one day if she wouldn't mind giving Nicholas an opportunity to use her restaurant as a work site.
He made a very delicious chicken noodle soup. We have 22 fresh pasta dishes, so we decided we were going to start down the line. So he's made about 7 or 8 of them. But like I told you today, he made you the penne vodka. That's his absolute favorite.
We had him go and talk to her and see what the restaurant business was like, and he was really interested.
He improves every time he comes here and makes a new dish. He looks forward to making new dishes, and he tells you when he likes something and when he doesn't. We know he loves cheese. He gets very mad at me when I'm late because he really truly loves to cook, and yet I feel he takes his job seriously. You have to care. You have to care, and you have to care about the people around you, and you have to make the world a better place. And I'm a big advocate for that. And I'm so glad they asked me to do this. I love it. I look forward to it, and I feel accomplished when he accomplishes things. I feel accomplished. I feel like I'm doing something good.
Shoot for the moon. That's what being young and carefree and is all about. You know what I mean?
We need more business owners to say, let me give them an opportunity and see what they can do. Because Nick can do so much. He just needs a chance. And that's my goal now, is not only to prepare him for the world, but to prepare the world for Nick.
T, it, M, A, K, E, makes, me, it makes me, F, E, L, it makes me feel, L, I, K, like, it makes me feel like A, P, A, R, T, a part, O, F, of, makes me feel a part of, T, H, makes me feel like the part of the, W, O, R, L, it makes me feel like I'm part of the world.
Lots of parents speak about losing friendships or not being able to go some places. We've gained more and more friends. We have too many friends on our friend card lately. We get invitations all the time, and we go everywhere with Nick. We always have. I feel like that's something parents miss out on. They feel like when they get this diagnosis, sometimes that means that the child can't do all these things, and we don't take him on vacation, or her, or we don't go to certain places. That's the worst thing you can do. That isolation is terrible, and I've never felt that. And I can tell you that's very freeing to not feel isolated.
He'll bring me outside. He'll want me to, to do a little trampoline work on him. He really likes to run. He likes to move. So he likes to be chased. He loves to swim. All my kids, they kind of like everything I do. So I'm a big pool, beach person. So Nick loves the beach. He loves the water. In fact, he loves to ride boogie boards, and I taught him that at a very young age. And you got to see him out there. You would never think that there's anything wrong with Nick if you saw him in the water. I mean, he absolutely loves it. So like I said, it's the little things that put a smile on your face and make you happy,
T H E they T O O K took and me took me E V E R Y every W H E R and they took me everywhere.
Greatest thing that our family and friends has been acceptance. They accept Nick for who he is, and it's a beautiful thing, and you really know who your friends are.
Nicholas has had wonderful providers, wonderful teachers, and a plethora of services. I don't think he'd be where he is today without that.
And I wouldn't trade our family and friends for anything. I think they make it all possible with their 100% acceptance of Nick and our family. So they also keep us going. I have to give them a lot of credit.
T H I N K I think P E O P L E I think people W H O who K N O W I think people who know M E me K N O no H O W how S M A R T how smart I A and people that know me know how smart I am.
People have asked me questions, and people say we're out in public, people will stare, and it really bothers me because I think it's very rude, to be honest, because it's not right. Okay, there's some, I just want to say, okay, look, he has autism, just leave him alone. And sometimes I'm in my head, he's probably 100 times smarter than you.
Nick has taught me a lot of things. He's taught me patience, and I remember him as young as 2 years old working. I mean, Nick had a regular job since too, with therapist upon therapist, and us doing the work with him at home, and just reinforcing everything he's learned. And it was a long road. He also taught me perseverance. Keep chipping away at the iceberg.
He's funny and he's sarcastic, and he's just a great kid. That's a parent's greatest feeling, that he's okay being in his own skin. And I'm really proud of him because it's taken some hard work.
And S O M E D A Y and someday I W I L will someday I will W R I T E right A C O and someday I will write a book.